Hey everybody, it's Jim here. I thought it was about time that I did a little bit of a video update. So, just going to recap a couple of the bits that we've already covered with the pictures. This is the light box that I've been using. The actual cost of it was $19. What's that? That's maybe about 12 British pounds. It is terrific. You can see it spins or locks, and there's also a light on it, which is fantastic. And again, I've already shown you the pictures, but if you have a look here, there's a lot of valley and mountain folds on that. And the valley ones are the ones that you normally score on the back, although if you've been following this thread, you realise I've actually changed that. So what I was going to show you is how good this looks, and it's look at it. It's a bright sunny day out there, but there is still enough light from this light box to do all the scoring from the back. Let me just block it a little bit, but have a look at that. You know, and for the price of, let's say, about 12 British pounds, about roughly $19, it is just wonderful. It means I don't have to worry about using these pins all the time. So anyway, that was just wanted to show you that. This is the next part I'm going to be working on. Okay, let's turn the light off and let me just show you where we are with the model. I'm going to put the camera down for a moment. And let's just bring this across. Okay. Okay, as I mentioned in the pictures, the bottom one, if you look really close in there, you can see a little bit of brass rod. Okay, then on the top, there is no brass rod. And that's where I used the CA glue as well. All I did was run it along the edges down here. Okay, and okay, they're a little bit loose, but you know, it's nothing to worry about, because with this model, if you compress the whole lot together like a you know, so everything's glued to everything, then it actually deforms it. But I think you'll agree that if you look at the very corner there, you will see that it's got a nice crease line. And also at the back it's straight up and down, the front is straight and the side is straight, because I didn't compress the parts. It really does a nice little job. This is the first time I've used transparency on a model, and I think it turned out quite pleasant. Okay, yep, there we go, camera's able to pick up that little white bit that I missed there, but I did some edge colouring along the bottom and that looks fine. Like I said, I've got a little bit of edge colouring I need to do along here as well. Then we got some focus, but again, I'm not too bothered. And look at the steps. I think Keim did a wonderful job there of producing these drawings. It's very nice, and it doesn't look too bad with the black between the upright parts either. I think it looks really nice. This camera seems to do quite a pleasant job as well, actually. Okay, so that's where we are. The steps in the front are done. This part here is done. Okay, and again, look at that, it's nice and flat and level. You just really need to be careful not to get your fingerprints over everything when you're doing these transparent parts. I've got this part on the back or side or whatever part that is. Yeah, again, I know I need to glue the windows down a little bit better, but that's where we are. I'll just keep spinning it around a bit more. So really, as you can see, I've got the railings to go down the sides here. That's probably the next part I'll do, actually. But really the point of this was just to show you that you do not need to get in a panic with these plastic bits if you just use a little bit of care, and again do a really nice smooth score line on the edges. I mean, for any of you that have seen metal girders, you know that when you put a bend in it, it reinforces it. Well, if you've got a nice crease there, that's actually reinforcing it. And if you look at the picture about the top part up here, which you cannot see, you know, it's folded over enough to support the part to make it rigid, and I think it did quite a good job again. And I got to stop saying quite a good job anyway. But I think really I'm actually more pleased with the top part than I am with the bottom. Again, just learning what I was doing there, so in future I'm not going to be using any of the brass rods. As far as the glue, and thanks for the question about the CA glue, I never thought I'd ever use this stuff to put the transparency on, but what I did, I just used one of these little pins to make a really small fine hole in the top. There, let's get it focused. There we go. I think, yeah, good enough to see. Anyway, I used one of these pins in the top to make the really small hole, and that was sufficient to run a fine bead of the CA glue. This does a lot better actually than the what is it? The liquid cement. The liquid cement takes quite a long time to set, and if you're not careful, the part will actually move before the liquid cement has had a chance to grip. Whereas this stuff, the CA glue, it is almost instant. So really, that's it. Having a problem with my monitor. Okay, you see that big black line up the side, but you know, it's not the end of the world. I can still use it. So there we are. There's all the pitch pens that I bought, and as I was saying, I think I've got 50 or something of them. I didn't buy a kit, I bought them in little bits and pieces. But again, you need to just be careful with them because they are ink based. They will cause the card to go soggy if you use them too much, but they are good. Haven't had a chance to use the double-sided tape. I was going to use the double-sided tape on these parts here, but I just never did it. And also along here, if there's anybody has any tips about gluing long edges like this without using double-sided tape, at the moment these are only secured using the tabs, but maybe that would be an instance where I could use the CA glue, but I really don't want to get carried away with the CA glue because I think I've made a little drip somewhere. I can't find it now, so obviously it cannot be that bad, but I don't want to be using the CA glue too much, but hey, you know, if it works, why not? So that's the update for now. I need to get these shutters sorted out, glue them a little bit better in place, but that's the update for now. Nice little build, like I was saying, and thanks to Keim. Oh dear, look, there's another seam that I need to cover up in some edge treatment, but it's still a work in progress. We've got a big band gig tonight, so I'm not quite sure how much more I'm going to get done today, but hopefully try and get something up in the next day or two. Thanks for watching, and hope everyone's having a wonderful day. Thanks again. Bye now.